Why Dream's face reveal was an awful decision. As someone who had their own face reveal, I want to comment on this a little bit.
Dream's face reveal could qualify as the worst mistake made by a content creator ever, and we're going to outline several reasons.
Worst mistake is a little crazy, but
possibly the most crucial point.
I see where he's going. I think I know where he's going.
Face was one of the
I haven't watched this
things
yet.
keeping him relevant. For example, Dream was able to appear in Mr. Beast's 65 million view 2020 rewind simply because he hadn't shown his face yet, which accompanied hundreds of commentary type videos teasing and clickbaiting what Dream apparently looked like. Dream did a face reveal, 2.6 million views. Did Dream just face reveal? 19 million views.
Jeez.
Dream's face reveal, 21 million views, all of which providing insane amounts of traffic to Dream with absolutely no effort required on his end. There was then the monthly Twitter get-together where everyone focused on Dream while trying to figure out who he was, including this classic post reading, #DreamOut. Can we discuss how he catfished 20 million people into believing he's some cute ripped twink while he looks like this IRL?
This tweet just reeks of parasocial activities. When did he ever catfish and convince people he's some cute ripped twink? I don't think he's ever.
Yes, this is a picture.
I don't think he's ever implied
yes, he
that.
uses his brother as a body double for merch pics, which accompany numerous posts by Dream himself, where he was able to capture the public's attention by teasing a hand, glove, or mouth, prompting even more traffic toward Dream's brand and videos. Now, Dream did explain in his face reveal that he was tired of people going to insane lengths to try and expose.
I can understand him being tired of it, and I can understand him like wanting to finally just put it out there on his own terms, because I feel like eventually, like as he started hanging out with more people, it would eventually just get out there. I do think his face reveal is a little strange. Like he was not comfortable on camera. You could feel that, but obviously he's never really been on camera like that. But he was definitely very stiff. I think now he's a little bit more chill, and you know, we saw him in the Mr. Beast video recently, and he's getting a little bit more comfortable.
To leak my face, trying to find out what I look like, trying to. There's too many. It's a little, just a tiny bit too much.
Yet perhaps he was simply unaware of just how relevant these incidents were keeping him. Additionally, since almost all growth on YouTube comes from some kind of
Good lord, what is going on? Person has a whole spreadsheet.
Ability, Dream should have recognized this feeling as a signpost to let these attempted exposés continue, giving him wave after wave of free relevancy. On top of free relevancy, Dream's anonymity simply gave people a reason to follow his story as a creator. It made the whole thing fun for the audience. As mentioned in this article by PC Gamer, fangirls seem to often perpetuate the mystery with fan art, unapologetic standing videos, and fantasy situations.
Man, some of y'all are sad, but he's right. I think when someone doesn't have their face out there, fan girls and fan boys will just come up with the wildest imagery and fantasies they can think of. Like everyone's like just a normal person. And to be honest with you, Dream looks like a normal guy, right? I don't know why some people were like expecting some sort of like model, some crazy like Calvin Klein model. If someone is a model, like if someone looks like Brad Pitt, like that good, they're not concealing their face. They're not concealing their face. They're gonna be like, look at me, look at this.
With Dream's face reveal putting an instant end to all of this. The illusion of him being a supermodel, unusual, or perhaps a god amongst men is gone. He really is just a guy you'd see on the street.
I mean, who
Dream
didn't
also
think he
seemed
was
to
just the
ignore
guy?
just how much of the brand itself was based on his hidden image. His song Mask, which has over 30 million views, only exists because he was a faceless creator, while on his merch site almost every piece of clothing still uses the anonymous Dream smiley face. There's something that's charmingly simple, unique, and memorable about the smiley face, which when combined with the classic Dream green, makes for incredibly distinctive branding, as can be observed in the case of his Minecraft skin.
Well, the question is, I'm sure this video will answer it. Has his viewership tremendously suffered since the face reveal? And how does that compare to how many videos he's actually uploading and content he's creating?
Now feels as though most of this branding is fairly redundant, as we now know what he looks like, yet at the same time,
he's not uploading?
Dream has made
Okay.
no effort to change his branding to match his real life image, which would also be a poor strategy, as he'd then have to change everything to something completely new.
I don't think he needs to change his branding
still
to match his real life
represented by
image.
green and white smiley face, although when you think about Dream, you instead think about this image, representing some kind of unexplainable inconsistency. For most channels, adding a face can provide the brand with a strong dose of recognizability. However, in the case of Dream, his face reveal seemed to do the opposite,
My man's got
instead
some good
weakened
teeth.
what was already working. What this reveals, and what should be obvious, was that a face reveal was never necessary in the first place. With over 30
I get what Sonny's trying to say, but when you're that popular, and here's the thing, he wants to hang out with his friends. He has the opportunity to be in Mr. Beast videos. He has the opportunity to be traveling and hanging out with his other Minecraft YouTuber friends. If he wants to do that, his face is eventually going to leak, and he'd rather take control of that and put it out there. If he wants to live in his basement forever making Minecraft videos, then yeah, he can not have a face reveal and be fine. But obviously the dude is trying to be more social and be more involved with his friends and other videos. So like, he wouldn't be able to do that without doing a face reveal, and trying to hide it while trying to do that means that someone else will do the face reveal for him. He'd rather take like advantage of that.
Subscribers, Dream had built the largest Minecraft channel in YouTube history and never had to show his face once. None of his thumbnails ever used an over-the-top surprised face, yet still achieved sometimes over 100 million views, while the content itself was more entertaining without a face cam in the bottom left-hand corner. Dream's unique strategy was definitely out of the ordinary, however, it was still clearly working extremely well.
Crazy viewership,
so
holy
if the
crap.
content wasn't broken, then why was Dream trying to fix it? What was his motive for revealing his face? Well,
People
Dream seemed to
grow.
imply that the plan was to make in real life content with his friends.
A lot of you
I
are
was
probably
in this,
wondering,
right?
Why now? Why are you finally revealing your face? My goal was to just start doing things, get out, meet creators,
Yeah.
say hi to my friends finally.
Exactly.
I will make more IRL content as well, where I'm with me and my friends and we do things, and I'll do Minecraft content as well, where I'm in real life. Like, there was a cool video idea I had a long time ago that I couldn't do until now.
And while this was an excellent plan with a lot of potential upside, his execution on the idea has been far from impressive. It's been a quarter of a year since Dream uploaded his face reveal, yet there hasn't been a single upload since.
To be fair, it doesn't look like his upload schedule was very consistent anyways. Like, it's 3 months and then 5 months. I'm sure there's like months in between certain uploads, but
Dream stated that he was going to move into a content house with George and Sapnap, yet the only two pieces of content that have come out of their group house are a pretty basic Christmas stream, as well as a clip explaining why they hate living in the house together. George
Already?
and Sapnap seem pretty busy doing the Banter podcast, which I will credit as being a pretty entertaining show. However, Dream isn't even one of the hosts, and has only been featured on the podcast once, which happened 2 months before the face reveal was even uploaded. It seems like the only real upside Dream got from his face reveal was 50 million views on the video itself, another couple million views from other people talking about it, as well as an appearance in the recent Mr. Beast Antarctica video, during which he barely said a word.
I watched Mr. Beast's video about Antarctica, and I noticed that Dream was in it, and he was extremely boring.
And even then, you have to question if this kind of exposure is all that beneficial for Dream. Most personality-based creators with a similar following to Dream have gradually exposed their faces to the world over a number of years, and have built up a tolerance for what that kind of experience is really like. Additionally, these others have also got a feel for how to act on camera, which is a skill.
Mr. Beast is a little crazy, bro. Cause like, I flew out on a 1 day notice. I flew out. He said he needs me for like 2 days. And then when I got there, he's like, he needs me for 3 weeks. And I'm like, bro, I gotta go home. I gotta go home, bro.
Skill set in and of itself. In Anthony Padilla's I Spent a Day with Dream video, Dream explained that his main skill or edge over other YouTubers related back to his Minecraft skill.
I feel like I didn't blow
Wait, that's not even him, right? This is like an art, AI
up
art
because
or
I have
something.
this like amazing personality. I think I blew up because of my ideas, the quality of the idea and the execution of the idea versus
I do think having a mask, like being faceless, does help a little bit. It depends on the creator, right? But it can be a very huge boost. Like we see that with Corpse Husband, right? We saw that with Dream. We saw that with a lot of people where like when you put on a mask and people don't know who you are, like you can be anybody. So because you can be anybody, like there's a certain appeal to that. Marshmallow, yeah. Like I said, there comes a breaking point sometimes when you wear the mask for too long and you want to just break free of that.
the quality of like the personality.
And just because Dream knows how to play Minecraft in a unique way doesn't necessarily mean he'll be an entertaining on-screen personality. Then there's the question of what happens to a person's self-image and outlook on life when they go from completely anonymous to having their face known by 50 million people within the space of a month. Sure, Dream likely had a rough idea about what this kind of exposure was going to be like, given he already had 30 million followers and had been through drama in the past, but generally those were attacks on on Dream the persona as opposed to Dream the person. Remember when SoFlo Antonio rebranded to just SoFlo, stating that the only reason he did it was because it's much harder to attack a brand than a person? Well, Dream kind of did the opposite to this in exchange for, as mentioned previously, very little upside. Dream now has to deal with attacks that simply didn't exist beforehand, which began as soon as his face reveal went live. For example, He's Ugly began to trend on Twitter instantly.
That's crazy, bro. Like, these little Minecraft kids are ruthless. He's Ugly was trending. He's not. And what's crazy is like he's in a perfect position to hit the gym, get a sick haircut, and like turn into a beast, right? Like every person is capable of some transformation. Where he's at right now, he's not even ugly, right? I guess part of it is like they just fantasize like this crazy like Minecraft like supermodel. Just a guy, man.
And while this had little to do with the channel and could certainly be dismissed as untrue, it's
his big mistake, in my opinion, was the lighting in that reveal and like the stiffness. You can tell he wasn't comfortable. You can't even really blame him for that because he's never done IRL video like that. If you look at my first IRL video, which is probably not even listed anymore, but everyone looks awkward.
Still likely had some kind of hit to
when
his
they first
ego
turn on
and
the
possibly
camera.
even his desire to add his face into future videos. Then, in case half the internet telling you that you're unattractive isn't already bad enough, Dream then had to deal with a wave of Twitter allegations.
Bro, what is up with these? Bro, if your profile picture is like Ariana Grande or some K-pop fan, or your opinion is half of what a normal person's opinion is. You just don't have the same, like your opinion is not worth the same. You can't be talking like that.
Which began only one day after his face reveal was uploaded. The YouTuber trending right now already face revealed to me years ago when he was flirting with me when I was a minor through his personal Snap number and Twitter, which accompanied an image captioned, "He's only face revealing because he's scared I'll do it first." Dream responded to these allegations by stating,
"This video's got demonetized.
There are no inappropriate comments whatsoever. It was just friendly conversation. In these screenshots, them being 18 years old is mentioned in their bio, and I also very clearly asked them for their age. I did not act inappropriately with this person, and any attempt to equate these messages to grooming is not only disgusting but is insulting to victims who actually experience grooming and still have trauma as a result." The drama ended with the two claiming that they plan on taking legal action against each other. However, this wasn't the end of Dream's unfavorable situations, as he then gets some of his Snapchats leaked.
This dude got his Snapchat absolutely exposed with all of his thirst traps and well, let's just say it's
Bro, I've got worse thirst traps from back in the early Facebook days. I was like what, 15, 16. I was a fool, all right? You know what sucks for these like new age content creators is that they grew up and they went through the awkward, cringy phase with a camera in their face. You see, I didn't have a camera in my face when I was like being an idiot, 15, 14-year-old, right? I wasn't like, there wasn't TikTok, there wasn't like socials was just kind of forming, and I wasn't famous, right? So imagine like being famous as a kid and like you have to like live with all the cringy stuff being out there forever. It's tough. It's
absolutely embarrassing to say the least.
Absolutely embarrassing. Like, who's talking right now? Shut the f up. You're the one talking about some young man's like Snapchat, like your TMZ or something. Shut the f up. Oh, it's so cringe.
It's the most socially awkward vibes I've ever seen from any content creator. Like,
what? You know, oh my god, whoever's talking right now, what a fucking loser.
Like, this guy, I'm convinced,
what
has no social interaction besides talking to George and Tommy in it on Discord.
The point we're trying to make here is that his face reveal has given unprecedented access to his personal
Whoever that guy is a loser. I don't even know who that is. Whoever that guy is a loser.
More weight and could potentially reduce his motivation to be a YouTuber altogether. Dream's other problem was that his face reveal was uploaded at the worst time imaginable. Major changes to a channel are always best executed when things are on the up and up, because if you change things during a slump in your channel, it looks like you're acting out of desperation, and it certainly felt like this in the case of Dream. His channel had fallen from gaining 100 million views per month to around 20 million views per month.
Well, that's 200 million, but by the way, 20 million views per month puts you in the top 0.01% of YouTube channels. Like there are peaks, right? There are peaks, but when your lowest is still in the 0.1%, like come on, the dude doesn't even upload that much.
month, and to randomly upload a face reveal after having your lowest monthly viewership in over 2.5 years wasn't exactly the best look. Dream had also seemingly ended his extremely successful
I gotta see something real quick. So he's got 22 million views in the last 30 days. He's gained 100k subs without uploading anything in the last 3 months. So he is still gaining hella views without any upload. I think he's fine. He's obviously doing fine.
Speedrunner vs Hunter series, and could without a doubt see Minecraft's decline in YouTube popularity. While I could be completely wrong with this, his face reveal felt like it was coming from a position of, I can see my channel dying, so let me upload this for some quick short-term relevancy, which probably isn't going to sit well with the audience over the long term.
I think, yes, his face reveal could backfire long term. I don't think he had an option. I think he wanted to get out. Like he said, he wanted to be involved in his friends' content and podcasts and Mr. Beast videos, and he has the opportunity. I think what he did was fine, and he's already achieved so much. He could just retire if he doesn't want to. He could pursue different things. As long as he's happy and he's doing stuff he wants to do, he's literally all good. Like he's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more Sypher reacts.